Hello, beautiful people out there in the world. I hope you beautiful people had a good day. You know, I hope that you beautiful people didn't stress yourselves out and you didn't stress anybody else out with regard to how you may or may not have been feeling. The day, I know sometimes it can take its toll, and it can grab and it can have a hold on you beautiful people. And I know that you're not always feeling your best, beautiful people. And, you're human. You don't want to be a robot, because the way that the way that the world is going now, sooner or later they're gonna want you to be one, okay? Because it's look like they're trying to make robots to take over, or to be an influence on our lives or the lives of people, in one way or another. And you see a lot of people are beginning to become self-employed. This pandemic has taught people how to be independent, and how to, learn how to, create their own businesses or ideas that they already have had, that they are now putting into effect. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's a good thing. That's a good thing you know, um, to be in control of your own destination. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with being in control of your own destination. That's a good thing, to put those gifts and those talents to work. You know, um, some people are afraid of being independent, but that's nothing to be afraid of. To be independent, there's nothing to be afraid of. To launch out into the deep, step out into areas or arenas, or other regions of your life that you've never been exposed to or that you've never experienced before. Beautiful people, you're just going to just that, get experience, and there's nothing wrong with, having experiences and getting experience. I was, I don't know why, I'm going to bring this up, but I'm going to talk about it, but it was kind of interesting. You know, I was, standing in front of, Marshall. I was enjoying the beautiful people so much. And the lady was I mean, this little girl showed out something terrible. You know, she was hitting her mother and beating her mother coming out the store. And I just thought to myself, she needs to get a hold of that young girl. She needs to get a hold of her child. And she needs to sit down. And when she's at home, she needs to really spend some time with that child. She needs to get inside her head, because you could tell she was embarrassed. The little girl embarrassed her. And when she got outside, she still showed out and embarrassed her, and she had to pick her up in the arms and take her to the car. And it's stuff people don't want to talk about in this day and age. You know, if you don't put, if these children don't have a level of fear for you, they're not gonna respect you, and that's just the way it is. If these children don't fear you, and if they don't, they're not gonna respect you. And if you treat them like they're so precious, as if they can't do any wrong, and you just let them do whatever they want to do, whatever they're doing at home, and you let them get away with home, they're gonna do it in public. And see, there has to be some order and some structure. When I was coming up, my mother didn't have that. She didn't take that. She'll whoop your behind, put some fear in you, and you know that there was some fear in you, and you knew that there was some respect in you and some order in you, because what she taught at home and what she implemented at home, it was implemented in public. Okay, you know it, and that was the age of us coming up. But people in this day and age think that, or believe that, you should not chastise children, or that you should not spank their hands, or you should not spank their butt, but you should just, I'm not going to say all parents are like that, but some parents feel as though you should just leave them alone. And if you leave a child left to themselves, going to bring you shame. And she brought her mother shame today. And that's not my first time seeing that or experiencing that. And you, you know, parents are going to have to, come to grips with the fact that you're going to have to establish some order at home, because what you do at home is going to show up in public. And what you don't do at home, it's going to show up in public as well, so that you won't have to feel embarrassed or look embarrassed because, you know, your child has no censorship. Your child has no structure and no order, and so, I encourage parents, you know, to get some order and some structure at home with your beautiful children so that your beautiful self won't have to be embarrassed in public. It's not, if you tap that hand or that butt, it's not going to kill them. Beautiful people, it's not going to kill them at all. And I'm not saying this because I believe in abuse. I do not believe in abuse. I believe that, you have to do what's essential and what's necessary to keep your children alive, keep them out of trouble, and keep them in order. And that they will respect you and that they will respect others. Because if you don't get their attention and let them know wrong from right, how else are they going to know? If you don't talk to them, and if you don't tap that hand, if you don't tap that butt, how are they going to know if you don't put your foot down? Then what are they going to guess? No, there won't be any censorship. They'll just flow. And that's children. They're just going to flow because they don't know, because you have to teach them. Beautiful people, teach those beautiful children so that they'll respect you. Beautiful people, put an amount of fear in them so that when they get ready to do something that they know is right because you instilled that in them, they're going to look up at you, because they're going to look at you because they know when they get ready to do it, they know it's not right. They know they're getting ready to cross that line or beyond that boundary. So they're going to look up at you when they get to that line, because they know that you have already talked to them and chastised them regarding that matter. But if there are no lines and there are no boundaries and they're just flowing, you can't blame them because they don't know. But you have to teach them to know, beautiful people. I talk to you, beautiful people, the way that I do because I love you and I care about how you think and I care about how you feel. To all you beautiful people, it's getting dark in my car, so I'm getting ready to get off of this phone. Beautiful people, while you all can still get a glimpse of me, and you beautiful people whom I love so much, have a beautiful, wonderful evening. Keep smiling, because that's about the only thing you can see. See that? I love you all. Have a good evening.